why do casinos kick you out? Well, casinos won't kick you out as long as you're a loser. But the moment you start winning, then they're going to kick you out. Okay? And their concept is no one's ever figured out what the logic behind that is. But that's how it is. So, besides just doing something that's illegal, that's different. But as far as winning, they could care less if you're doing everything 100% legally. They're going to kick you out. But there's certain games where you get kicked out. If you play any sort of table poker, it's hard to get kicked out because they know you don't have a chance in life. Whatever, regardless of how much you win, they know you're going to come back and lose it. Okay, but skills that we work on in this program, you can get kicked out because you have an edge over the casino. What that means is that if you take a 50% chance that you win, 50% chance that you win, if you have 51% chance, that's very dangerous for a casino. Okay, so if you're playing a game that's anything over 50, they just assume that you're gonna run in bankrupt, just like those MIT professor things in Vegas that we all heard about. I mean, they took millions, and how many casinos can afford that? So these games that they're worried about are mainly blackjack, but also craps game. Numerous people have been kicked out because, I mean, you don't even have to be that good. I know when I started rolling the dice, I wasn't all that great, but I was in like the middle of training. But once in a while, I would get lucky, because I just didn't know. I wasn't had any sort of expertise, and I would get lucky, and I would just amaze thousands that casino lost during my own roll, or other people that were expert at this. 9,000 at a time. They were just paying customers 5,000. You add that up, easily 50,000. So if you keep doing that, then yes, they're gonna find a reason to get you out of there. Okay, but definitely blackjack is probably top of the list. Then I would say craps. Lately, they've started kicking people out for Spanish 21. But some casinos, instead of kicking you out, what they've done is they're using a shuffling machine, which makes it impossible to win, because you're counting cards, and if they constantly shuffle, then how do you count? So, and then sometimes baccarat, but they've kind of got around that too, because what they do is they've moved it to the high limit room, and games are watched very closely in high limit room. Video poker is not that much of an issue anymore because we go into details about this. Unfortunately, the game has changed. So basically, what happens is it'd be just like if we played video poker with a constant shuffle. Well, that doesn't really make sense anymore, does it? But that's something that takes explaining, and we're going to do it in a separate video. So the video poker is almost like a slot machine. After, I think, 5-6 years ago, it changed. And also, believe it or not, even slot machines, if you're going there all the time, and we've explained that in the slot videos, they'll find a reason to assume that you are using a device or something and you keep winning. It doesn't make sense, but it's actually there's a way to win slot machines nowadays. It wasn't before. You couldn't do that before. But ever since the hacking problem, casinos had to change their the way they run their slot machines, and which means that they run on a pattern. And well, it's not so much the pattern, it's just the way they have to adjust their balance. How much to take in, how much to pay out, has to balance out. They're only allowed to keep anywhere from 1%. In case of tribal casinos, they could keep 25% of what they take from the public. Those are called Class 2 machines. But they usually don't take that much. It doesn't matter. The point is, that's not how it works anymore. And they have a different payback to the public. I'm not talking about payout. That's programmed inside the machine. I'm talking about how they have to pay back the public the percentages that they promise the government. Since that's changed, it has created an opportunity for skilled players to go in and win. And they don't like that. Casinos don't like that. Anything that where it requires a skill, casinos not gonna like it unless it's such as low odds like the poker games. Texas Hold'em, those kind of games. Even though they're fun, you don't have chance in health of winning over a long period because you're dealt the hand you're dealt, and there's nothing. It's kind of like a pie gow game. What are you gonna do with a pie gow game? You can't draw cards, you can't stand, you can't do anything, any strategy. No strategies involved. So those kind of games. Because you can go in a casino and win $1 million. They could care less because you're going to come back and lose it all, But with blackjack, there are people making millions and they're keeping it because they keep winning. So, the bottom line to this is that if you're playing any games that we work on with this program, you need to figure out a way. If you don't have enough casinos in your area, you cannot show your face. You have to work on facial hair or hats, clothes, glasses, whatever it takes to change your looks every time you go in. Because these people, if they see it's the same person, they're going to find an excuse to get you out. Which is the reason what happened to me personally, and I can't show my face because I still have a chance to get into a couple of casinos. So I don't want to ruin those, But most of the casinos I used to go to, they won't let me play. So just to give you an idea of the games where they kick you out. Once they kick you out, then obviously you might not be able to go back at all, or if you can go back. When you sit at a table, they're just going to give you such a hard time that it's not worth sitting there. So, just a word of caution that you have to watch the casinos you go to and the way you look. Unfortunately, that's part of the game. But most people, they don't. If you're making a lot of money, who cares? So. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.